Greetings and welcome back to room 303 in our junior English study in our MyPerspectives volume. We are on page 173. We're working with Emily Dickinson's The Soul Unto Itself. A fascinating little poem, as of course we have said already so regularly. The work of Emily Dickinson is always so fascinating to us. The way she can accomplish, as we've said, so much in so little. The way that she will address so many of our big five, as we will refer to it. That question of epistemology, what you can know, ontology, who you are, psychology, the study of the individual mind, and sociology, the study of the collective mind. And then of course the question of theodicy, why must there be pain and suffering and sorrow in the world? The soul unto itself. The soul unto itself is an imperial friend, or the most agonizing spy, an enemy could send. Secure against its own, no treason it can fear. Itself, its sovereign, of itself, the soul should stand in awe. Now right away, let's just point out a couple of things that we've already said about the work of Emily Dickinson. Notice the use of the dash and the power of that dash. Notice the capitalization of the word soul, as well as the word all, as well as the word sovereign. So there's something interesting about enemy. There's something interesting about when Emily decides to capitalize certain words. Notice she sets up a certain kind of juxtaposition regarding the soul. Unto itself, it's an imperial friend. Notice that your sidebar will tell you that imperial is something associated with empire, magnificent, majestic. In other words, on the one hand, the soul can be this amazing friend, or, again, this juxtaposition or dichotomy, the soul can be the most agonizing spy. And in fact, an enemy could sin. In other words, there's wherever you go, there you are, as they often will say. In other words, the soul, Dickinson points out, the soul can be an amazing friend, but it can also be a remarkable spy. You can't lie so well to your soul or to yourself, right? Notice, secure against its own, and this is so typical of so many poems of Emily Dickinson, where she'll provide this kind of two-part dance, right? Secure against its own. In other words, if you feel secure in your soul and who you are, no treason it can fear. In other words, there's no potential of betrayal. Itself, it's sovereign. The soul itself, it's sovereign. Of itself, the soul should stand in awe. I love that this poem, much like The Soul Selects Her Own Society, ends with this dash. That is to say, what is actually Emily saying in this poem? Well, she's saying what Polonius will say, ironically, in Shakespeare's Lear and Shakespeare's Hamlet. What ironically he will say to his son Laertes, and this above all, to thine own self be true, and it follows at the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. In other words, to understand yourself is to understand your soul. However, this understanding requires that you have to be honest. There can be no treason, no betrayal. If you can find that position, then there is a sense of tremendous awe. Well, let's jump to it at 2a. Well, there's your goal in this poem, right? That is to say, the soul unto itself should stand in awe. The soul, that is to say, your understanding of yourself should be as close to honest as you can be. In other words, get rid of dishonesty, and you'll get rid of a whole lot of treason, betrayal in your life. At 2b, well, we've commented already on the dashes and of course the capitalizations and the like. At 3a, I mentioned the speech of Polonius in Hamlet 1-3, and we've given full lectures on that elsewhere at learnstrong.net. But let's as well point out that here we're playing a game that Whitman will play. Go back to our comments regarding Whitman and his use of the word soul as well. And finally at 3b, and I think this is a fun question, but it's a disturbing question to ask. To what degree can you say that you are honest with yourself? To what degree are you in awe of the soul because there is no chance of treason or betrayal? I hope that Emily Dickinson is challenging you to think. Thank you.